Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're going to begin to fill out these functions here within the spawn enemies, and we'll begin by starting to fill out the one for easy. So let's come inside that function now. We're going to say if open and close brackets, inside the brackets time greater than symbol and then equals underscore. We want the returned next spawn time. Then we're going to use double and underscore returned, and we want the current enemies spawned is less than sign and the returned maximum enemies to spawn. So let's break this up for commenting. I'll enter just before the ands and we'll enter here as well. And now we'll go through the lines. So if time is greater than the next spawn time, we'll come to the next line and we'll say and current enemies, and we'll say spawned. Let's come to the next line, and in fact I'm going to open and close brackets again now before we get these comments in place, and we'll just say spawned is less than maximum enemies to spawn. So now we'll come to this second set of brackets, and inside we're going to say of type int, and let's give this a naming convention. Let's use underscore random x value, and that's going to equal a random dot range. We'll open and close brackets, close the line off, and we need some values. So I'm going to use -10, 10. Now these values are going to be different for each and every one of you. We'll probably move this into a variable at the top, but just for now, until we've got to the point where we've filled it all out and we can test, we'll just use those values. And let's get this into the comments. So, excuse me, the underscore random x value equals a random range between -10 and 10. Int, we're just going to say y value this time, and we're going to say it's going to be equal to the underscore and the returned spawn layer. So let's close that line off into the comments. Again, actually I should use the underscore there. Let's get that in. We'll just paste that variable in and we'll say it's equals the spawn layer. Next we're going to say int underscore and random z value equals, and in fact we can just use the same as we did here, random.range. Let's just copy that and we'll paste that in. We'll just change that to Z. So let's have a look what we need to get in place next. We need to obviously instantiate the enemy. So we'll use instantiate, open and close brackets. Now inside this brackets we're going to say underscore returned, and we want the easy enemy. We're going to say comma transform dot position, and we're going to say plus a new vector 3. We're going to open and close brackets again, and inside this set of brackets we're now going to say that the random x value, what we've used here, and we're going to say comma, and I'm sure you've guessed now we're going to use y value naming convention. We'll just paste that in, comma, and finally the random z value. So let's paste that in and we'll break this up for commenting. So let's enter here. And we'll enter here. So let's put this into the comments. We'll say instantiate, and we'll say enemy. In fact, let's put easy enemy game object. And we're going to say on the next line transform position. Let's just use plus, that will do for that now. Let's come to this line, and between these two closed brackets we're going to say comma. We're going to enter again. Let's move this to another line. Quaternion dot identity, and now we can actually close the line off. So let's just tidy this up, and we'll come back to this line, the random ranges, and we're going to save this line without rotation. And let's come below here. So we're going to say underscore spawn point audio dot play one shot. So we've done this quite a number of times now, so let's just quickly go through. Open and close brackets, close the line off. Inside the bracket we're going to say returned enemy spawn audio. We'll break it up for commenting. Into the comments we're going to say play audio clip enemy spawn audio. Yeah, that's fine for a comment for that line. We're going to say plus, and we're going to say underscore the returned current enemies spawned. Close that line off. Into the comments we're going to say increase current enemies spawned counter, and we'll come to a new line. We'll say underscore returned next spawn time is going to equal, and we'll just use time.time plus, and we want the returned, where are we, what did we call it, the spawn delay, there we go. Close the line off. Let's break this up for commenting. So in this line we'll say next spawn time equals let's how shall I word this, equals, we'll say an increase by the spawn delay. And let's save that off there. We'll leave it here for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.